What song are you most proud of, or what song do you think is ultra special that's in your catalog right now?
So it kind of talks about like the state of the world and how we all just kind of are so cruel to each other and like not supportive. Everyone's so selfish, but it kind of talks about the concept of how we're just all strangers in space, like floating on a rock, you know, costs nothing to be kind, and how I just want to be happy. Like when people ask me like who I want to be, or like when you're younger and they say, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I would always just say happy, and they're like, well, that's not a real answer. Like I'm like, how is it not a real answer? Like
Pure. You know what I'm talking about?
like people, I want to be an astronaut. I want to, all that stuff is cool, but like I just said, man, I just want to be happy. I spent most of my life unhappy, so you know. But that's pretty much what it talks about, and it's probably one of my longest songs too, just because like it conveys such a strong and powerful message, and I want people to focus on the lyrics and the music, if that makes sense.
Which one best represents you as an artist today?
Well, it's because that's all I've performed, but I don't know, probably I Already Pulled Up, just because the concept of that song is like when people are doubting you or like talking about you and stuff like that, or like thinking that you're not going to show up. That's kind of what it's about. But yeah, just because I show up, you know, I show up and I show out. I show up on my shows. Like if somebody's talking crazy to me, like I won't lie, I am pretty confrontational. Like I will come up to you and be like, are you talking about me type shit. But yeah, other people listen to it, and then pretty much out of all of that, I decide, yeah, okay, this is ready.
You've stated that every performance that you've done is a career highlight for you. What made your first one a memorable experience?
So it was August probably of 2024, or no, August, whatever, sometime in 2024, I performed at Your Private Bar Services. And it was actually Colby or Grimm that invited me to do the show. And it's when I lived in Atumwa at the time. So I traveled there. And a lot of people, like, for some reason already knew me from some of the songs and whatnot, and they were hyping me up, and they were all excited to watch me perform. People that I had never met before in my life. So that already, like, was a confidence booster. And then I got all kinds of, like, attention and whatnot. People were hyping up my stuff. So I would never forget that. It's what helped propel me to have the confidence to do more shows and things like that.
How has your stage presence evolved from the first performance?
Oh, I go way crazier on stage. I go way stupider when I'm on stage. Like I'm not a reserved person in general, like and being animated and like out there and expressing myself, but especially because I didn't know the artists, I didn't know the people, you know, we didn't even have a stage. I was just, which I don't think you need a stage, but I personally am now like having a stage to like jump around on. But yeah, no, I definitely wasn't as animated or as expressive, you know what I mean? Like now I'll jump around, I'll do flips, you know what I'm saying? I'll jump into the crowd, like crowd surf. So yeah, I just gotten more into it, more excited on stage.
What did it mean to you to be invited to join Mischief Mafia at the Helter Shelter?
It meant everything. Like, I enjoy being an independent artist. We all have our own platforms, our own music and everything like that. But it was so empowering. I felt like I was becoming a part of something bigger, if that makes sense. And it gave me a lot more opportunities too, like because they've got a name for themselves and everything, a lot of respect, and worked with some really dope ass artists. So it just made me see like an even brighter light at the end of the tunnel.